Hi, Mr. Gao, please get in.
Hey, Toby.
How's it going?
Good.
Good to see
How
you.
are you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
Very good to see you too.
So, you're going to the office, I believe, right?
Yes, please.
All right, good. Okay, let's take a scenario here. So I'm a young professional, and I have some money I want to spend on an EV car. And in China, we actually have quite a lot of choices for EVs. There's a lot of brands who are domestic, and then obviously some foreign brands like Tesla that came over here. You know, how could you persuade me that the Polestars are the right choice and not these other kind of perhaps brands which get a bit more publicity?
You know, as you know, that the EV market in China has been the biggest market in the world.
Yeah.
And there are so many competitors comparing with the other international market. But Polestar is the brand with the very concrete engineering background from Volvo and Geely, which outstand Polestar brand in terms of quality, in terms of your product design itself, compared with the other newcomers in this market.
So you would say like a Polestar is the EV car for someone who really understands cars, perhaps, from like an engineering perspective.
This brand is the best designed vehicle, and Thomas is the designer of the car, and also the CEO of the company.
Hi, Thomas here from Polestar.
Who is able to deliver his concept, and the concept, minimalistic,
Minimalistic. Yeah.
minimalistic,
You won't forget that after today.
minimalistic concept of design on the car. This car is the first car to install Google original Auto OS system in the car, and this is the most matured software offered to the EV cars compared with the other brands. You know, other brands will develop their own software by themselves, which is the costly and also unmatured.
So you mentioned a lot about the kind of resources you use from these longer established brands like Volvo, for example, who's been doing this automotive thing for over 100 years. But how do you kind of make your own way and your own identity as a car brand? How do you separate yourself from these bigger brands?
You know, when I look at the brand, when I look at the car, I feel that this is built up by utilizing the technology of Volvo and the Geely. This is for sure. But the feeling on this car is totally different from the feeling on Volvo. This car, you know, I feel is so cool. You know, design of this car is so cool.
It's very cool. I feel cool
Yes.
sitting in it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, design-wise, interior-wise, and even the color of the body is so cool. And technology-wise, it's also different from what you have been installed on a Volvo. I feel that it is higher positioned than Volvo. Well, let me put it this way: it's even better than Volvo.
That's a big statement.
But I do like this kind of feeling on your Polestars, and it is better than Volvo.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yes.
So, Mr. Gao, I went into your space today, and I was very kind of shocked at what I saw, because it wasn't like a big traditional showroom like you would usually expect with hundreds of cars. There was 2 cars. There was a Polestar 1, there was a Polestar 2, and in fact, that was all. That was everything in the room. There was like kind of neutral colors, and it was very, very minimalistic. The word of the day.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Tell us about this and how this is an important part of your business model.
This showroom gives you the feeling of purity of the design.
Sure, it's like a church, isn't it? It's like some
Yes,
kind of, like a library.
It's the reference from the church, from the library, from the museum design. This is the concept of the brand as well, and also you can feel from the car, from the design of the car as well.
Traditionally, the car buying experience is pretty painful because you have to drive all the way to this out of town remote area, and then to see multiple brands, you have to kind of drive from one to the other. And of course, this assumes you have a car anyway, right? If you don't have a car, this is very inconvenient for you. So, you know, here you can come to the shopping center, you can have lunch, you can buy a new pair of shoes,
Yes.
and then you can go buy a car. You can go buy a Polestar too, right?
Right.
How convenient.
Very convenient. And other than that, the customer will be less concerned about the price in our space via the online direct sales model compared with the traditional way. If the customer go to the showroom, one of the tasks of the customers is to negotiate the best price with the consultant. Every minutes they have to negotiate for more discount, and they have to move to visit more than 1 or 2 spaces to discuss with more consultant to get the better price.
Yeah, it's very stressful, right?
Very stressful. But in our showroom, they don't have this stress,
Sure.
and they don't have this pressure because the price is so open and transparent. No need to concern about the price because
Sure.
we have your consistent price nationwide. Reason why? Because our dealers don't need to offer the stock. They just introduce the product to the customers. They don't have the pressure.
Got 120,000 miles on her. Transmission shot, bumpers have fallen off. What do I do with her?
A car salesman,
I sell her.
this kind of word, everyone has this impression of someone who just wants to charge you the highest possible price, right?
Yeah.
The price is because you have these dealerships as well. The prices are very, they can kind of make them up as they go along, right? They can decide the prices, and they also try to push on you, you know, the most expensive performance packages.
Yeah.
Especially people who don't know about cars. They can try to take advantage of these people. So I think what you mentioned about being open and transparent is something people will really appreciate and really respect.
Exactly. The usage scenario of your electric car is so different from the traditional fuel engine cars. They are the kind of your consultant,
Yeah.
but in terms of your usage,
So that they're there to help you make your decisions, and they're there to educate you about the
Educate
the
and
new
the
EV
support.
cars, and a lot of people are a little bit confused about this. So they're kind of like teachers in this respect. They can kind of introduce people to the industry and to these great new products that we have.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Gao, I believe we have arrived at your destination. So I'm just going to pull over here. Thank you very much for speaking with us today. You're very
Thank
illuminating.
you, Tony.
And enjoy your weekend. And see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, see you later.
Very nice talk with you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.